He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
Well, ain't it nice to see a familiar face? Welcome to another year of football with Madden NFL 23. Accessibility. Madden 23 gives you multiple new ways to pass the ball. Try them out. Control the exact strength of your pass by using the passing meter. Try to hit the sweet spot of the passing meter to guarantee yourself and control the exact strength.
The hunt! The hunt! What's that? The hunt! What's that?
Madden 23. Control the exact. Try to hit the sweet spot of the passing meter to guarantee yourself an accurate or perfect pass. Place the ball exactly where you want it around your target by using the passing reticle and target area.
This is a special presentation of EA Sports from the Coliseum in Oakland. Our tribute to the coach.
Time to decide how you're going to make your Madden NFL 23 debut. Head on over to the main menu and see the full array of options you've got to work with at Madden NFL 23.
They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot go without God.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Green.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well airfield across the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Big hitter to start the drive. Has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Claws red.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Flag 2. Run the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Red cycle. Blue. Yellow.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Back to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back deep to return is K.J. Osborne. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. It's caught. Smith. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This one brought in by Jefferson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
To Justin Jefferson. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 47 yards. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Falcons 0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Cousins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Troy Anderson charging hard for that linebacker spot, and he drops it for a loss of 11. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From the red zone now, Cousins. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Troy Anderson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't rush to the end zone the last time, man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Throwing is Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Seven now as they kick it away. Nuwanger now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Falcons 7. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Here we go, set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings will take over possession.
Choose the team you want. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. This is the player card. Here are our players. This is the abilities tab. Here you This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be activated when the player completes in-game objectives. View your team save snaps. Quickly review the league's top performers and the current.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones looking to throw right away. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 44, Jones. Open man right side is Tony. Jones finding Tony for a Giants 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Jones, a quick throw out wide for Galladay. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Jones. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Play fake, Cousins. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's able to get it back to right. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Fields this way up at the 17. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. That's an 83-yard kick return touchdown. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Just beat the play clock. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward, incomplete pass. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's at least a couple of times that they've tried to stretch the field here in this first quarter. They haven't been successful yet, but obviously they're going to keep trying, and maybe they'll find some seams underneath as this game progresses.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On 4th down, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, Allen. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. It's Eckler again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Finding space at the 40. The 40. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and it seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. 20, 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by good. It's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Allen. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Seriously? I can't believe this.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game.
They're trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. Just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Singletary. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Bills' kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills... the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. He's got him in, complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nwangwu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory.
A full burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down at the 21 or 22. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope he can create a little bit of havoc.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here we go. 50 Vikings.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space, and he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What an excellent run. And from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Davis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Rager. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes left side. The 30. 10, 5, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. There he goes right side. The 20. And he will take this one home. NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis.
On the set.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Complete to Jones. And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Got it.
They go play action with Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing up.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, 28 yards. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Ryan Santoso now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Vikings nothing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be corralled well upfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we make...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Travis Etienne, touchdown, Jaguars. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Nuwagu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's got a man, complete. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 51 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Play action now. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Vikings, nothing.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Cook, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Joseph for the Vikings field goal of 31 yards now.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Lawrence will try again after the pick six. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And they'll run with ETN. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. A sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first. The first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Up and good for Santoso. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their... And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy. Take a shot.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play fake. Cousins. This one into the hands of Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
For a really good game for a receiver. So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Joseph's got it. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Cousins to throw it. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They go play action. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a dump off here complete, and the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why, what we just saw.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, 31 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
Break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Rolling to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need to run.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. There he goes again. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 54 yards. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to have it here just past the 25. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Down the right sideline. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Joseph on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. It looked low. They fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now Lawrence. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Lawrence to throw. He completes it to Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Touchdown Jaguars! Evan Ingram, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Play action now. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Working out of the gun. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted.
Lawrence picked by his former teammate at Clemson, Andrew Booth. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover. But it will primarily matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team.